Hello everybody, this is Rita. Today I wanted to talk with you about bows. And don't worry about my outfit, I'm just trying to get into the spirit. So yeah, so and the type of bow I want to talk with you about is the takedown recurve bows. So let's start one by one. What is takedown? The word takedown means the bow can be taken down or disassembled by detaching the limb from the riser. And so if you see like a takedown long bow, a takedown recurve, or a takedown target bow, the key things is their limbs all can be removed and detached from the riser, or not necessarily the limbs. It could be the bow itself be taken down into two parts, but when you see the word takedown recurve, that is usually what it means, the riser and the limbs. So okay, the next part is the word recurve. Recurve is the fact that the bow limbs is curving towards the target or the front of the bow. Because if you look at the limbs here by itself, you can see that it is curving in one direction, but when you attach it to the bow, then you will soon find out that it is meant to bend the other way, so effectively making an S shape with the bow and the limbs itself. So that's what it means by recurve, because it has a curve and then a recurve back. So the purpose of that is that because if you pull the string backwards, the limbs is going to bend, and the recurve prevents the limbs from slipping off the glove of the limb. And it also makes the arrow fly faster, or so I heard. So yeah, so that's what takedown recurve mean. And when you first join the club as a beginner, or if you just go to a common tribe program, they would usually give you a wooden version of a takedown recurve bow. So if you have been to archery club shoot before, then you will know what I mean. So it's pretty much similar to this, except it is completely made of wood, and the riser is a bit smaller than this. This is a huge riser that is meant for Olympic target recurve or bare bow competition shooting. So this kind of riser is always gigantic. The beginner trainer ones are smaller, and it's also made of wood, makes it the whole bow a lot lighter. And the limbs for the beginner bow is also very light, ranging from 15 to 20 pounds. And so what that means is the bow I have right here is a slightly higher tier than the beginner range bow, but it is also not the top tier. It is in the medium range, like it is a specialized bow, but it is like in the budget range, and it is also an alternative brand. So what it means is that it gives you enough of the look and feel of a competition bow. The weight would be about the same, and it also has enough features for you to learn from in this particular style of discipline. And in addition, it is also using the ILF system. So ILF means the International Limb Fitting System. This system was developed by a archery manufacturer called Hoyt. This is important because they are one of the biggest company in archery equipment. So yeah, and I will link the description below. It's okay if you didn't catch what I say. So anyways, ILF, what that means is that you, in simple terms, you can also find a lot of resources about it, but the way that I would explain it is that it is basically the USB for bows. So you know how you have so many different devices that can be attached to your computer. So if each device, they choose to use their own adapter, like everybody design a different adapter, your computer would never have enough ports to support all of the devices under the sun. So what happens is everybody agree to use the USB system. In that way, all the devices can be unplugged into the computer using the same USB ports. And if you want to increase the number of ports, it's also very easy. You just buy a USB hub, then you can attach many USB to it. So the same thing with the bow. So if a bow, it only says takedown recurve, it doesn't mean that it is guaranteed ILF. So if you look for a bow and you want it to be ILF, make sure you specifically look for the word ILF on the bow. And also, if it's not clear, assume it's not ILF, or you can call the store and ask them what kind of fitting system it is. So what ILF system gives you is the option to customize your bow, because you can use any limb attached to almost every ILF riser. Like in theory they should all fit, but there's a slight chance that if you're unlucky it might not fit, but usually it will fit. And for my bow's case, they fit even though they are made by different companies. And because I bought them together in a package, the store already supposedly already make sure that they can go together. So yeah, so that is another thing that you can know whether they will go together. So yeah, but most of the top end companies should be able to use their ILF limb and riser interchangeably. So then if you decided you want to upgrade your riser, you can buy a new riser and then you can still use this limb. Or if you want to move to a higher drawweight, you can buy another different set of limbs. Then you can still attach to your riser because you like this color, or for whatever reason. So yeah, so that is the benefit of ILF system, and they should all look similar to this. So I think you saw me do this a few times already. The way that you install it, just click them in. You don't need to screw or unscrew anything. So if you need to screw or unscrew your bow every time you put them together, that is not an ILF system. So yeah, and the ILF system also allows you to adjust the draw weight slightly with this one here and that one here. So I'm not familiar with the exact setting yet, but I know it can be adjusted. And if you screw it to the tightest, it makes the bow heavier. If you screw outwards a little bit, it makes it a bit lighter. This one I kind of know. So right now I'm screwing all the way in. So even though my limbs is 22 pounds for the 28 draw length, if I screw it all the way in, I think it actually increased the draw weight by 1.5 pounds roughly, according to the other video they said, because when they measure the draw weight for the limb, they use the middle setting. So that means 1.5 pounds this way or 1.5 pounds the other way. So yeah, so that is about ILF. And please correct me if I say anything wrong. Thank you. So the next thing is not all ILF risers are the same size. So this is a 25-inch riser. It's quite big, but it is like the most common in Olympic target shooting, and it has like all the features and stuff. And this riser is also for the right-handed user, because for the Olympic target archery, again, if you shoot from the right hand, your right hand, your arrow goes on the left side. So that's why the cutout is on the left side. And if you are a left-handed shooter, so then it's the backwards. So then you shoot from your left hand, and the cutout should be on the right. So yeah. So if you are if you have a particular hand that you shoot from, or depends on your eye dominance, which I'm not going to explain because it's going to make this video too long, but you can what was I going to say? You have to make sure that you get the right riser for your shooting. So yeah. And there are also other kinds of riser. What I have here is a 17-inch riser, and this one, as you can guess from the look of it, is like a cheaper riser because it has less features, and it is also ambidextrous. So what it means is that it is not made to shoot from the center, and that can impact the accuracy of the shot. So it's not for competition, but it can still be fun, and it is meant for the youth or teenagers or whatever, or just for fun. But just from the size of the riser, it is 17 inch, and what I was told from the store was that less than 23 or something, less than 23. But anyway, smaller risers are usually for hunting bows. So yeah, that's another important thing to know. And not so this is ILF riser too, because you can, yes, you can attach that limb to this riser, but the thing that is different about this one is that it only has this adjustment here, but there's no side adjustment. So see this one, this thing here, you can make adjustment on this side, but there's nothing on this one. So that is what you should be careful if you were choosing to buy a riser. Like cheaper riser, they are cheap for a reason, and so yeah, so just know that you are always getting what you pay for, usually. So yeah, and I got this one because I wanted to experiment with this kind of riser, and to shoot from the right side or the left side, etc., just for fun. So this is the fun riser, and this is the learning riser for me that I'm learning with. So yeah, and another thing is this smaller riser changes the draw weight. When you have a limb that is made for a 25-inch riser, and that says 22 pounds, when you attach to a smaller riser, it increases the draw weight. So for every inch shorter, it increased the draw weight by roughly 1 pound. And so if this is 22 and this is 17 and this is 25, so 25 minus 17 is, the difference is 8. So that would make this 22 pound limb 30 pounds or more. So yeah, so if I screw this all the way in, then it would be like 31.5 pounds. So yeah, so that means this will be a much heavier bow for me. I'm not even sure I can pull it back properly. But even if not, it is good to still use it as a weight training bow to practice drawing the bow. But before that, I need to buy a shorter string also, because this string is meant for AMO 68 bow. So AMO is another technical term. It is for the it is talking about the length of the bow when it is strung. So a 25-inch riser with a this is a medium size limb, 25 and medium size limb, it will make this a 68-inch MMO bow. And what about 17-inch, right? So it's easy. The same, like the difference is 8, so you just deduct 68 by 8. Then you get the 60 AMO 60-inch. That is the length of the string you need to get. So these are the things that you might need to know before you can buy the bow separately, like, or customize your build, you know. So if you are a complete beginner, it is better if you go to your local shop and talk to them, and they can help you. Or if not, you need to do your research. And what I did is I watched online videos, mostly by New Sensei, and he has a very good tutorial series on selecting and choosing your first bow, and that has helped me a lot. But it's was it enough? Not quite, because there are still things I don't know, and I haven't spent enough time to research every single individual parts. So that is why, despite my research, I still went for a beginner package, because in the package, the store will still, even though they don't see you, they try to select at least the parts that are supposed to go together will match. That is important. So, and most people, if you are a medium height, you should be able to use a medium-sized limb, and or a 68-inch bow. So yeah. So that's all I have to say for now. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.